Greetings, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Monday through Friday. My name is JC. This is going to be another freeform video. I feel like I just need to talk to you, the audience, but also kind of like get my own thoughts about what's happening in my life in order. And because this channel also works as my own personal diary to an extent, I just need to talk out loud and kind of gather my own thoughts. Firstly, my birthday is coming up. I'm a Libra, and my birthday is next week. And even though it's not a significant birthday, it's not ends in a 0 or a 5, I'm getting up there in age. Not to mention that for me personally, every 6 months, it seems, during the eclipse seasons, it seems like my life reshuffles. For me personally, over the past couple of years, every 6 months, it's like there's a new JC. And I keep re-examining myself. I don't really believe in stagnation, or I try not to follow stagnation. I try to assess who I am, what I stand for, my aesthetics, and also the company I keep. Again, that's happening. In fact, as of this recording, we just had our first full moon after the most recent eclipse. It was actually an eclipse in Virgo, but close enough for the Virgo Libra cusp. That's just astrology crap. Let's just throw that out the window. What I'm saying is my birthday's coming up. We just had a full moon after an eclipse very recently. And that's been affecting me. Not to mention being a Libra, Venus is my ruling planet. And Venus is about to station back in the sign of Libra. On October 13th, Venus stations back in my sign of Libra, where it's at home. Venus rules 2 signs, Libra and Taurus, and it's coming back to my sign. I am quite fond of Venus. It is the planet of love. It is also inspired by Venus, the goddess of love, also known as Aphrodite, or if you want to go further in history, Ishtar. And Venus, Aphrodite, Ishtar is very close to me in my life and has been for quite some time. In fact, when I first started this journey, shortly before I first came out as JC, I was working heavily with Aphrodite. And lo and behold, 6 months after I started working with Aphrodite, some barriers got dropped and my egg was able to crack. So here's what's going on with me right now. This is the part I was kind of dreading about talking about. I recently find myself single again. And it's a new redefinition of who I am. Though I've been single before on this channel, I've gone through a lot of periods where I was single. This one feels different. Nothing against my partner or my former partner, nothing against them. But like, it feels very karmic this time for me personally. I'm going to admit that I'm a little bit afraid. I'm terrified. Not only am I getting older and I have a new understanding, part of me is like, I know nothing is permanent. And the other part of me is like, this is something that I was trying to avoid. But I need to go with the ebb and the flow of the universe. And I find myself in this situation now. And I am turning heavily to the friends that I have around me. I'm very grateful for the friends that I have around me. They are incredible people. I've got a lot of incredible people around me. Not only has my relationship status kind of changed, For a while, I had a best friend, but recently I kind of also had a relationship end with that best friend. And for reasons I don't want to get into, I had to distance myself from this person. And I'm just outgrowing a lot of stuff very quickly. Outgrowing a lot of stuff very quickly. And again, it's like lessons coming from the universe. It's like, now that you've learned this, we're going to move you on to advanced stages. It feels a little bit like midterm finals. It feels a little bit like, okay, congratulations, you passed the tests, but it's going to get more difficult, yet more rewarding from here. Granted, I have some knowledge that I've gained from all of this, but starting off from a new slate, it's like, okay, where do we go from here? There's no earthly way of knowing which direction we are going. There's no knowing where we're rowing, or what direction the river is flowing. Is it raining? Is it snowing? Is a hurricane a blowing? Not a speck of light is showing, so the dangers must be growing. Are the fires of hell a glowing? Is the grisly reaper mowing? Yes, the dangers must be growing, for the rowers keep on rowing, and they're certainly not showing any signs that they are slowing. It kind of feels like that. I'm trying to stay even-headed. I'm trying to stay calm. I'm trying not to panic. Don't panic. And I feel like I should be. I feel like I should be panicking, but I'm not. It's weird. I feel like I'm not exactly nervous. I'm not exactly anxious. I'm a mix between, oh crap, here we go again, and cool, I can't wait to see what happens. I'm like right in the middle of those two. I will say, living in the United States of America from a political standpoint, currently it seems like the military's waking up and pushing back, states are waking up and pushing back, MAGA individuals themselves are starting to come around to, this dude promised a lot of stuff. He's not delivering on it. In fact, he's making our lives a little bit harder. And I will say personally, I welcome those people into the party now. It took them a little bit longer to catch up with the rest of us, but you know what? You learned. You're waking up. I'm not going to like boo-hoo you or shame you or anything like that. I'm just saying, welcome. From me personally, me, a trans woman, I'm not trying to exclude anyone except for those who are getting a thrill out of hurting other people. Those people, I have no sympathy for. But the people who are misguided, misled, or just believed in something that ended up not happening or not being extremely truthful, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you got lied to. Let's just take this opportunity to collect our thoughts and build forward. I'm probably going to get a lot of flack for that, but I will say this. Not everyone is going to, at the same time. And for those who are now just starting to be like, oh, I get it. I get it. Because, trust me, there was people who got it before I did. There's no hate. There's only an open hand and an invitation to be like, let's do something to make sure that everyone's taken care of. Let's make something better out of all this. Let's learn from each other. Let's talk. Let's come to the table and put it all down on the table and be like, let's re-examine some things. Only a fool claims to know everything. We never stop learning. And for me personally, I try not to exclude anyone who is continuing their journey to learn or expand or grow. If you're not trying to hurt other people intentionally, this is a part of life. As long as you're not trying to intentionally harm other people, you're good. We all go through things like this. I'm going through a factory reset right now too. The last few years have been a major roller coaster for me personally. One second I think I have it all, and then the next second I'm like, I was incredibly, incredibly wrong. And right now I'm just like, I need to just go with the flow. I need to just trust my intuition, take a hot second to be like, 1, 2, okay, what's going on here? Take blame, give credit, and try to apply the things that I learn. I'm tired of being filled with hate. I'm tired of being filled with fear. I'm tired of being on my toes all the time or in survival mode. I'm tired of not loving life, not being thrilled to exist. I'm tired of that. I want to see what's out there in the world. I want to experience new things. I want to live things that I never thought possible in the best way possible. That's kind of where it's at for me right now. I'm not trying to one-up anyone. I'm not trying to hold any more vendettas. I'm not trying to villainize anyone. I just want to live my life to the fullest. And I need more positive experiences in my life. What's right for me is going to come my way. If something is meant for you, it's not going to pass you by. You just have to be open to receiving it. And I'm trying to be more open. I'm not trying to put myself in little boxes anymore. I'm not trying to put weird restrictions on myself because of things that I learned growing up. I'm trying not to live out the narratives that people who were supposed to be there for me and take care of me instilled in me. I'm trying to unlearn a lot of programming that I was given in my formative years and to really see my full potential. That's the best way I can explain it. I've been going on road trips with friends. I've been hanging out with friends, really opening up with them and having them open up to me in turn. Also, I realized by getting rid of my main social media, I'm no longer trapped mentally anymore. Dropping certain social media altogether, and it's been really clarifying for me. Like, I feel I can think for myself again. I've been letting a lot of shit go. Right now, I feel like I'm really leveling up. I haven't been letting platforms or people or substances really cloud my judgment, and it's given me a lot of clarity. I've been really careful about what I put into my body and what I put into my brain, what I've been listening to, what I've been watching for about the past month. And it's given me some clarity. It's given me some insight. And for once, I feel like I'm in the driver's seat again. I feel like I'm in complete control. And it's a good feeling. I feel renewed. I feel recharged. I feel powerful again. I feel in control. Good news, bad news. Bad news first. With that, it brought up a lot of things from my past or my current situations that were a little bit scary. And I was forced to re-examine those. But the good news is I got to re-examine those. In the past, it used to be, okay, what's the next goal? And I would point myself at that goal and I would go full force at it. But now it's no longer okay, we got to do this, or survival mode. Like, we need to concentrate on just getting to the next week. Now it's like, I'm good. I'm in a good place. This is new to me, or at least it hasn't been me in a long time. A long time. Years. So I just feel myself kind of coming back to reality. And it's a weird feeling because the more real things feel, the more authentic things feel, the less they seem to matter. The less scared I am. The less inhibited I am. I don't know how to put it into words, but like, I just feel content. I feel at peace. I don't know what's going to happen next, but I'm not upset about that. That's a really good way to put it. I don't know what's going to happen next, but I'm not upset about it. I'm here for the ride. I trust myself. I've been through enough situations where I know that I can trust myself. I know that I have the tools, I have the techniques, I have the understanding and the life experience to manage my way out of what may come. So I feel secure. I feel safe. I feel optimistic. And with that, I can kind of let my guard down a little bit. And it's a really good feeling. It's like there's a huge weight off of my shoulders now. So that's this week's video. That was just me getting my thoughts together and trying to explain to you and explain to myself what's been going on in my life. I'm re-examining a lot. I am letting a lot of things that controlled me before go. And with that, I feel more like me than I have in a long time. And I really hope that this feeling is global. I really hope that this feeling is universal. And that a majority of us out there, if not all of us out there, feel like they have a little bit more control of themselves, a little bit more clarity, and are just a little bit more at ease. Some things can seem a little bit wonky right now, and there's a lot more group growth that needs to go on and a lot more personal growth that needs to go on. But hopefully we're each of us more prepared for whatever might happen. Thank you all very much for watching. Please hit that like button if you've enjoyed this video. Next week is going to be my birthday special. It is going to be the birthday episode. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do, but I intend to make it fun. So if you would, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already so that you can join me for that. Again, have a great week, and I look forward to seeing you again. Bye.